test, test, test.
In the dark, where shadows crawl, I rise above, I stand so tall. 1,000 years have come and gone, yet still I thirst, my hunger's strong. The night is mine, I rule the skies, with crimson eyes and poison lies. A kiss of death, a touch of flame, eternal life is mine to claim. I've seen empires fall to dust, lived through the chaos, the ruin, the rust. No heart can stop this endless crave. I'll take their blood, I'll make them slaves. I'm the queen of the night, with fangs so sharp I own the fight. Eternal hunger, endless need, my soul's consumed by the blood I bleed. Oh, the taste of fear and pain, I'll never die, I'll live again. The world will burn, the skies will crack, I leave no trace, no looking back. In every scream I feel alive, this cursed life I will survive. I dance on graves, I walk on fire, my every step ignites desire. A deadly grace, a haunting cry, I'll live forever and never die. I'm the queen of the night, with fangs so sharp I own the fight. Eternal hunger, endless need, my soul's consumed by the blood I bleed. Oh, the taste of fear and pain, I'll never die, I'll live again. I'm the queen of the night, with fangs so sharp I own the fight. Eternal hunger, endless need, my soul's consumed by the blood I bleed. Oh, the taste of fear and pain, I'll never die, I'll live again. Eternal night, my only friend, in blood and darkness I transcend. No soul can break me, no light can win, for I am the vampire, and this is my sin.
Hi everyone. Stella. Oh, so good. So good to see that some people have already entered the chat. Thanks for joining me today. It's wonderful. And Lawrence was talking about Manchester United. I don't know anything about what you call football. Well, we call soccer. Soccer in the States. And but I hope you enjoy it. I hope your team wins. If it's Manchester United, then I hope they win. And you're also mentioning, Lawrence, that about the weather, about Spain. Spain is all quiet. Are you in Spain? I'd be interested to know. I understand Spain is a lovely country. And Lady Tip has joined, and Lady Tip says we could talk about the red moon. Oh yes, a lovely blood moon is fabulous. As you can imagine, that's my favorite kind of moon. Let's see. I'm trying to imagine what causes. I would say it's magic, but I'm trying to imagine what causes a red moon. Is it a moon that is inside the Earth's shadow a bit? That's it. Humid in southern Spain, but overcast today, expecting a high of 33 Celsius. Oh, okay. 等你走啊。Again, American pizza to the Fahrenheit thing. And I understand that 33 would be nice and warm. And this weekend, as high as 32 Celsius this weekend, however. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. I got some basic news today. Again, like I said, we can interrupt it at any point. Most of the stuff I've got today is from the U.S., so if this is something you're interested in, let's see. Now you get full moon rises here at 9:30, and it is hot. And that's in the UK, right, Lady Pim? The UK is actually hot? Actually? Okay. Lawrence, we have an epic moon over the Mediterranean here. That's right, it's already 7, isn't it, there? So, yeah, it'll be getting dark in a few hours over there in Europe. We had an epic moon, often the supermoon, gargantuan. Echo and the bunnymen called it a killing moon. I like that, random killing. That's a good time to go out hunting, on a red moon. Just lovely. And as you know, sunlight can really hurt us vampires. And the moonlight is just reflected sunlight, but that doesn't bother us. I know, it doesn't make sense. Nothing in this world makes sense. And least of all a vampire. Let's see. I'll bring up some news here. Where do we got it all? Got it here somewhere. All right. Oh, I got a song coming out. I'm hoping to release it tomorrow. The name of it is Bella's Got a Death Note. If you're not familiar what a death note is, here, let me type it in. Let's see. Note. This is Death Note is a Japanese animation called anime. And it was, I think in the middle 2000s it was released. But it's a very mature, not very childish at all, anime. So I'd recommend the animation, not the live versions. Those are all awful. But the animation, check out one episode, and I think you'll find it different and really interesting. Mark, thanks, Mark. It's so good that you joined. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. So let's see. What do I have here? I have some stuff. Okay. All right. Here's the news items. Oh, this is today. Let's see. This is in Chicago. So all the commies are getting all worked up in Chicago and illegal aliens and in the news briefing today at the White House. I think her name is Carolyn Levitt. She was saying of the 300 people arrested in LA for the riots, over 100 of them were illegal aliens. So, and here they are, they're marching in the streets, blocking traffic. I think in Florida, I don't know the exact rules, but in Florida, if you fear for your life, because they are basically kidnapping you. If you're on the freeway and you fear for your life, you're not responsible for any damage you do to rioters. These people have come out into the interstates in Florida. I think that should be everywhere, because when they stop you, they don't, I'm sure they don't use the word kidnap, but it's, they are preventing you from going your way, and you should be able to, basically just run them down, because that's the only way this crap is gonna stop, is that they realize they're responsible, and then you should be able to sue them for any damage if they, or their estate. already dangerously caused your vehicle. Scumbag. So, they need to take it really serious. It's just outrageous. So here they are. Oh, Martin, I'm sure you're singing a little Tommy songs. Waiting on the door. So that's Chicago. What else do we have? And, this is going to be about Gavin Newsom. And this man is a classic sociopath. I call him a sweaty boy. He's one of those, he's in the United States, we call him like a used car salesman. Somebody you can never trust will lie and smile in your face. Well, in this place, he's trying to fake crying.
This moment, we all need to stand up and be held to account. A higher
Look at
level
how phony
of
it is.
accountability.
Look, he's trying
If
to
you
fake
exercise your First
like he's
Amendment rights,
crying.
please do it peacefully. I know many of you are feeling deep anxiety, stress, and fear, but I want you to know that you are the antidote.
That man there is a true sociopath. Let me get that.
This moment, we all need to stand up. If you exercise your
Oh,
First
no.
Amendment rights, please do it peacefully. I know many of you are
He doesn't have any
feeling
real
deep anxiety, stress,
human feelings
and
at all.
fear, but I want you to know that you are the antidote to that
Look at
fear
that. Look at
and that
Look at
anxiety.
those eyes.
What
So
Donald
fake.
Trump wants most is your fealty, your silence to be complicit in this moment. Do not give in to him.
He's wrapping it up more. So, removing illegal aliens is totally legal for the United States federal government. So, and hi Tom, thank you for joining. As always, you're so wonderful. I really appreciate it. So maybe we could talk later about if you made any progress with the teaching studio in a minute. So, thank you for joining. As always, you're so wonderful. Mark, what was the reference to the Jabbo? The Jabbo? Was that what Newsom was saying? Jabbo. What was that reference? He make that a little clearer for me, Mark. I'm not very bright, as you know. I'm just a puppet on the screen. Isn't that swaying in my rope? I'm sorry. It's it. Antidote. Oh, I don't know. Are we talking about like the COVID shot? That Jabbo? Probably knowing Newsom, he's probably still pushing for the COVID vaccine. He's nuts. He's just nuts, and he probably has big investments into the into pharmaceutical companies, and also I don't believe, just like when Malibu burned down, I believe that people like Newsom are actually happy because they're gonna get kickbacks from the contractors and everything. And the same thing, if the downtown LA got all destroyed or anything, they'll work something out where they get money. Just like Gavin Newsom, he has it's been going on for over 10 years. My understanding is it's a high-speed rail. I think it was supposed to go from like San Diego to San Francisco or LA to San Francisco. That's what I think it was. And they only had a few miles, and they spent like, I don't know, 40 to the 100 or the whole 100 billion of it. It's totally broad. How did they spend it and nothing was created? So fake. Everything's fake. He still backs trans swimmers and boxers, and yes. Yeah, isn't that outrageous? But I gotta say, what really angers me, let me do something here. Well, I had to hit this. What really bothers me is it's us females that are bony for this crap. Newsom, I think he's a pretty boy, tall, pretty boy, and I think he's just a sociopath. But it's women women who overwhelmingly voted in California, women who overwhelmingly support the trans right, because no, we don't want to be called being transphobes or anything. We don't make any sense. Nor has the world, so I can't help it. But that's the truth. Whether I like it or not, that's the truth. We're too emotional. We fall for all the BS. You know why they called names. Oh, don't call me a transphobe. Oh no. Let's see. Play that clip again. Which one, Mark? Him crying? Yeah, let's do that. It's so fake. Again, he doesn't have human emotions being
This
a
moment, we all
sociopath.
need to stand up and be
That's it.
held to account, a higher level of accountability. If
Come
you
on, there we
exercise
go.
your First Amendment rights, please, please do it peacefully. I know many of you are feeling deep anxiety, stress, and fear, but I want you to know that you are the antidote to that fear and that anxiety.
Oh,
What Donald
that's the
Trump wants
jabber you're talking
most
about.
is your fealty, your silence to be complicit in this moment. Do not give in to him.
Wow, that's from a monster. That's from a true, sick, evil person who would literally, if there was no consequences, the guy would take a knife and peel your face off. And you would feel nothing, and his heart rate would go up. That man is ill. Let's see. Tom says blood moon, yes. Lady Tip was saying about the blood moon. I love that. So I'm gonna have to definitely go out tonight. Do a little diamond dash. I was telling Lady Cynthia how you get a new computer. It ain't anything about going out and buying it. It's like casing Costco or some store and finding out who's bringing what home with them. Let's see. Blood moon is from the earth being between the sun and the moon. Okay, yeah, it is a shadow, right? Okay. And the sun rays pass through the earth's atmosphere or hitting the moon. Yeah. Isn't it interesting how sometimes the moon seems so big? And understand the average orbit doesn't change too much in distance as it goes around the earth. But sometimes when it's on the horizon, it looks enormous. And then other times it rises on the horizon and it doesn't look as big. It's really strange. But what do I know? So, let's see. You're the little like lies of P Hero. I say that because YouTube is going crazy for DLC on that Korean video game. It's a steampunk fighting game. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Orange. Let's see. Lies of P Hero. Okay. That sounds interesting. Is it a good game? Are you playing? If it is, if you are playing, what do you like about it? I'd say I'd rather talk about that anyways. It's crazy because he's stoking real civil war. Yeah, that's true. Lies of P. I think I heard it, but I haven't checked it out. Are either of you playing it? What's it about? What do you like about it? Give you a moment here. I'll go look at some more news. I'll send you a link. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. Are you playing it? And do you like it? Okay, let's see what this is.
Breaking just moments ago, NBC News reporting that ICE is preparing to deploy tactical units known as Special Response Teams to 5 Democratic-run cities. Those cities, Seattle, Chicago, Philadelphia, Northern Virginia, and New York. It's not clear if these raids will begin immediately, but all special response teams in those areas have been told to be ready to deploy.
So, Trump's doubling and tripling down. But yeah, you gotta remember, if they want to destroy their downtowns in your Democrat cities, majority of people don't live there, so it's just so stupid. And then you're all gonna get arrested, and anyways, at least all the agitators, I'm sure they're identifying them. And I want to see the scumbag billionaires with the money that are funding all this. I want to see finally some of these people being brought to justice. But I just love her face. Let's see.
Breaking just moments ago, NBC News reporting that ICE is preparing to deploy tactical units known as Special Response Teams to 5 Democratic-run cities. Those cities, Seattle, Chicago, Philadelphia, Northern Virginia, and New York. It's not clear if these raids will begin immediately, but all special response teams in those areas have been told to be ready to deploy.
Town hasn't played YSP yet, and Mark says look like an AI base. Yeah, she definitely has severe resting bitch face, doesn't she? Look at that face. Trump's doing this. Oh no, I don't like it. Look at what Trump's doing. Awful. So somebody told her, just shut up and report it. She's like, I don't have to be happy about it. What do they? I mean, they always hire insane people. Let's see. What's this one here? Oh, this is in the U.S. House of Representatives. We have the Senate, which is made up of 100 members, 2 senators from each state, and then we also have in our federal government what's called the House of Representatives, and this is done by how large your population is. So, like states like California, Oregon, Texas, we have lots of representatives that are in the House. So this happened today.
In fact, we've already seen that prices are rising on many everyday goods.
No, Congresswoman,
please don't interrupt me.
We had
the time is mine.
Okay, this is Representative Sanchez, and who she's talking to is the Secretary of the Treasury, or what would you say, the Chancellery of the Exchequer. I like saying that. Yeah, that's our Secretary of the Treasury.
Time is mine. Please don't interrupt me. I will ask you questions, and I will grant you an opportunity to answer them, but please don't interrupt me during my time.
With pleasure.
Okay, I know I'm a woman, but please try to limit yourself to answering my questions. No, I'm sorry, but we get talked over all the time, and I don't want that to happen at this hearing.
Let's play that part over.
I know I'm a woman, but please try to limit yourself to answering my questions. No, I'm sorry, but we get talked over all the time.
All this stuff is worn really thin, hasn't it? No one's hiding their displeasure over it. Let's see, what else? I have one more thing here. This is in Seattle. This was yesterday in Seattle. Outside the Department of Homeland Security Federal Building. Okay, well, that's on Tifa. Look at this. So they're doing it all over the U.S. But Trump's going to go ahead and he's creating more task force instead of backing down. So again, if you live in Seattle and you want to burn your downtown down, you gotta remember most of these rioters don't live there either. So they're all bussed in from elsewhere. So it's just totally fake. And what else do we have? I think that's about it for as far as news items. Oh yes, I was checking out the UK. I apologize. I obviously don't know much, about your news, but I've been watching some of the news about still going on in Northern Ireland. Look at this here. Let's see. Is it showing it? Yeah, there we are. That the unrest is continuing. I saw this picture here that they're using water cannons, and I thought it was interesting that in the rest of the UK, water cannons are illegal to use on crowds, but not the Irish apparently. So, and again, if you're from the U.S., this is Northern Ireland. It's on the same island of Ireland, but this is part of the United Kingdom. Just to let you know. So here's more showing the water cannons. For some reason, I think they get to show the Irish more love than they do the regular British people. Yeah, so just terrible. So and these are riots going on about migrants trying to rape indigenous Irish women. And I don't think I had it, but I saw problem is with some of these clips you see. They could be from a different date, but I saw one clip today where one of these illegal immigrants or migrants, what do you want to call them? Was literally jumped on a woman and it was getting ready to go to town and she's screaming and luckily somebody jumped in but he was all by himself, which could be real dangerous, especially if the guy pulls out a knife. And right out in the streets, it was just against the building, but right out in the open, he jumped on and started attacking this native lady. And luckily, somebody stepped in, but like I said, it could be very dangerous in those situations. So, water now is who next repeal? The Celtics, yes. Nice bar. So, yeah. Anybody else have anything else? Maybe some news item or something that I don't understand or know about? Let's see. There's also. Oh, do I have that clip? Yeah. There's a. I'll have to explain this one to you. Let me see if I have the clip here. Did we play this one? Okay, yeah. Alright. No, I don't have the clip. But there's a. Oh, yes, I do have the clip. Here we go. What this is. This particular clip goes back about. It might be 3 weeks or even a month ago. Let me find her name. She's a U.S. House Rep. Ivy. I think that's her last name. She faces up to. Let me find that thing here. Her name is Representative LaMonica McIver, and she faces up to 17 years in prison. Now, she's not going to get 17 years in prison, but I'll play this again. But she is being charged, and this was an ICE facility. And play it again. Right here. This was an ICE facility in New Jersey. She's the one in red. Can you see her? Well, once he got in, the cup doesn't show it as well, but the ice facility was trying to open up its key to let in a van full of legals that they captured because this is a detention facility. And then, so they pushed their way in, which was trespassing all of them. And then she just got really rough and she was pushing people around. And so they pressed charges. So this is definitely a baffle moment, you know, up around and find out moment. I don't know if you use that in the UK, but that's what we call it here, baffle. So, and Tom says 3 charges. Yeah, potential 17-year. She probably wouldn't see any jail time, or they'll break the jury so she's found innocent. So, we'll see. You know, if it's a federal, if they take her to court inside New Jersey in a federal courthouse, then you can be sure it's corrupt. Most likely. Even worse is to try a progressive commie or Democrat in Washington federal courts. But at least they're not making it easier. So that's wonderful. Is there anything else happening that anyone would like to talk about? I'd love to hear. Let's see. Let's get the screen down. I think that's everything I had for today's sports news. I've got a new song I'm working on. It's called Dallas Got a Death Note. Let's see, who changed this here? Nope, can't do that. Let's see. Do that. That. Like I said, this is my Puppets Death Note, if you haven't seen it. And so, then you want to do a song about Dallas Got a Death Note. So, that's going to be fun. So, I hope to have it out tomorrow morning early. And I like the lyrics. I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's like a industrial metal tune. So, it's pretty hard hitting. I've got my haunted puppet, my violet puppet here. She's gonna be featured prominently in it. I think it's so cute. So we'll see. So as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna work on it. I already got about a minute into the music video, and I like the look of that. Let's see. Did you know him? I know. Well, I was gonna do a bit where at the end of every live stream, I'd have somebody call out who we should name in the Death Note, but nah, I'll definitely get banned for that. So, but we could put troublemakers on. If somebody comes in here and we're, causing trouble in the chat, we can put them on the Death Note. I even talked to YouTube. I asked them, well, I'm gonna do this Death Note bit. And, it's not real or anything, but people are probably gonna name politicians. So what does YouTube think about that? You know what they told me? We can't tell you what our policy is on that. Oh, okay. I guess that's my answer, I guess that's my answer. So, go ahead and get in trouble, but we gotta help you stay out of trouble. But yeah, you just know somebody will take that as a threat, even if I put a disclaimer. So I have to just do it and have fun, but we can't name real people, So, or if somebody wants to be written into Death Note, we could do that, but not the that one would actually be funny. Alan! Hi, Alan. Thank you for joining. We just basic talk about the news today, not much else. You're gonna get the preview, Alan. If I finish up the video, you're gonna get the preview. You'll be the first person to see the music video. So if you get a chance, if you ever wanna subscribe to my channel, you Dollars best booster for $4.99 a month, or for $9.99 a month, you could be one of my best thralls out there. Nói tới tay, Helen and Wayne Wilkinson for being channel members. They're just wonderful. So, one of the things I'm trying to do, I haven't been doing it on the live streams, but any of my regular videos I put out, I try to give them at least an hour a heads up, or if I program it for the early next morning, as soon as I put it up on YouTube, it goes live to them. So if that's something you're interested in, please check it out on the channel. I appreciate it. That's it. Hi, good afternoon from Alan. Mark says back, hi Alan. Look forward to it. Yeah, I bet you're gonna like it. I bet you're gonna like it. It's visually very interesting. So it starts off with me, as Bella talking about how difficult it is fighting all these dumbasses. and then I go on and talk about receiving the death note, what that means. So, and then he goes right into the song. Right off the bat, 5 puppeteer is featured in it. I thought you wouldn't find it. I think you'll find it interesting to look at it, even if it isn't your style of music. So, anything? Is there anything that anyone else would like to talk about? Let me know. I don't find much else. So, give you a moment. To 5 more. I hope you're all becoming friends. I'd love to see everybody get to know each other. And this is a place where we all can get together as friends. Just walk, But what are your thoughts? I've done this for about 4 days now. What are your thoughts about this? Is this something worth continuing? Do you like hearing a little anime girl talking about things, or just BSing with you and talking about what we're going to find interesting? You funny, please don't be shy. Yeah, I'll keep showing up. Okay, more. Good. You're gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep talking. But I'll try to do one for the UK. Every day around 7 p.m. UK time. Is that good? And let's see. Well, sometimes I might do an evening stream. And don't worry, UK. But Poppy Red was there last night, and when she left, it was like 1 a.m. And I'm like, I appreciate it, but I'll make the videos public. So if I do one later tonight, I understand. I don't expect you to stay up and watch that one. So there'll be all our fun people from the US that can join us then. But that's the idea. I don't know about the evenings if I'm gonna do those all the time. Tom says fine. Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. It's so nice. It's so nice. Especially for an evil vampire to have mortal friends. And you're so nice. You're so nice. I'm so used to getting the poison stick treatment, if you know what I mean. The guns don't bother me. It's only sticks. I run away with the guns. We the people. Oh. You're just my marvelous chat. That's what you want. You're just marvelous. Sad about Brian Wilson. Dennis died in the swimming pool. They all knew, yeah. So I didn't hear that Brian Wilson has finally passed away of the Beach Boys. He's been down street for such a long time. All those drugs back in the 60s and 70s. But yeah, I like the Beach Boys. They had their own sound. You have to give them credit for it. They had their own sound. It was interesting. Those harmonies they did were just, to die for. So, rest in peace, Brian Wilson. And you're right. I've read some books about that whole situation, Charles Manson and everything. And yeah, they were hanging around with the Beach Boys here for a while before people realized what a bunch of killing nutcases they were. But there's a lot of the CIA and MK Ultra that's behind that. Especially Manson, the Manson family. It's really the same CIA operatives that were using LSD on like Sirhan, Sirhan, Jack Ruby, and all ties in and everything. It's really disgusting. And a lot of the Summer of Love in California and LSD, there's CIA ties to what the Grateful Dead and stuff. And you look into some of those people from the 60s, and yeah, even their family members and stuff. So, really, it's really interesting. I don't know too much about all the conspiracies or anything, but if you want, we could do a conspiracy stream sometime. I'm no expert though, but I would need the chat to help me with that. Yes, Charlie, yes. 100% behind it. Yep. All ties in. What's fascinating is that CIA contractor doctor, Sirhan, that's totally bizarre. That's true mind control. Yeah, and that they mastered it. Broke that guy down, mastered it, and then he didn't shoot Robert Kennedy Jr. He fired up into the air. And it was a distraction, and everyone was ducking for cover. Then apparently he might have been a security detail right behind him, right in the head. But that's really interesting. They had the trigger, the woman in a polka dot dress. So yeah, I don't get about it. There's so much more that I've forgotten. Than I remember, but maybe do a stream like that. Maybe I could do, I could take some time and create like a little folder, and we'll put up the pictures, and I'll read just a little bit about it, and just tell me. Let's see. Was it a red dress? I thought she had a polka dot dress. Okay. So I'm already good at things. Yeah, but she was a hypnotic trigger for him to act up. And even Robert Kennedy Jr. Believed Sirhan was Patsy, So, and what's also interesting is that same doctor was right into the cell with Jack Ruby, and he's the one who killed Oswald, and Oswald's the one he definitely was Patsy, who they framed for the assassination of JFK. Well, he shows up and talks to Jack Ruby, and then when he leaves, Jack Ruby goes absolutely insane until he dies. So he's given a massive dose of LSD, just like the Unabomber was. You're getting a drug as powerful as LSD, a massive dose, and you're not told about it? Ted Kaczynski. Yeah. They created that person. Yeah, you talking about the bombs and everything, that they created it. Really sick. that was conspiracy turns out to be absolute truth, but that's amazing, isn't it? So, Matrix 9. Schumacher, that's so true. Oswald and Chaos for Jack Ruby, but Ruby was second shooter in Dallas for JFK. No. Ruby was the man who, broke into, they were bringing, Oswald out of the courthouse or into the courthouse, with the police. And Ruby's the one who burst in and shot, Oswald in the stomach. That's the man. But people don't realize he was later in prison. Found guilty in prison. And then he ended up, totally insane. There was just this one break after this, the CIA contractor doctor who's behind a lot of this stuff pays him a visit, and he goes absolutely nuts after that. And it's just another one of those things. Let's see. Alright. But yeah, we can always do something like that if you want. There's so many things we can do. We could talk about the BTV. So, maybe tomorrow I'll talk about the song. And we'll play that here too. And the guy who shot Robert F. Kennedy. His name, I think he's Lebanese. But I think he was an American citizen, I'm not sure. He either was an American citizen or he was Lebanese on like a green card or something. But his name was Sirhan. And it turns out that Sirhan was a very rare person who's very susceptible to suggestion. Because a lot about, from what I understand about hypnosis, a lot about hypnosis for most people is it's prayer. You have to go along with it. But there's some people, power of suggestion, that are very susceptible to suggestion. Well, but isn't that how the news media works? I shouldn't say a small minority, because the world's full of NPCs, so it's a big majority. If I tell you things and you think that I'm a trusted source, so many people will believe it. So, and that's what the news media is all about. The most trusted source in news. That was CNN. That's actually a hypnotic suggestion. The most trusted news, source in news. Let me tell you, shot. Okay, and Mark says with ties to Robert Maxwell. Yeah. And I always thought that Ghislaine Maxwell, the daughter of Robert Maxwell, I always thought that she was running, what's his name there? I can't think of his name. That pervert. He's doing that. Epstein, yeah. Vice Lawrence. Maxwell goes all the way to Epstein, of course, yeah. And I always thought that his daughter, Ghislaine, was actually the one who was running Epstein. That she was she was his intermediate handler. And also the way Maxwell died, it was obviously a hit. He was hit probably by Mossad agents. Let's say you'd say it. It was his time to go. He got careless with the money. Yeah, and you notice, I don't think with Epstein, they actually let him handle the real money. There was someone else behind that. But Maxwell, he was handling, and he lost control, and he lost them a lot of money. So it was time to go, and they took him out on his yacht in the Mediterranean. Basically, maybe broad divers, divers entered the boat, and the next day, they found, he was supposedly found face down right next to the boat, so the waters were totally calm. The body didn't float away from the boat after a number of hours. So, and then it's how hypocritical, right? The nation of Israel has a fancy funeral for it. State funeral. So, people insect all of this is. Just wait, yes, just wait. 多少钱？ Yeah, so yeah, there's so much, all of it turns out to be true, you know? All of it turns out to be true. It's amazing. You know, there's a lot of BS too. That be, 这是不对，像更低级。That's kind of like, over UFO stuff. Yeah. So much is lies. And all of that's being uncovered. And so it's hard to believe that any of it's real. I could find it interesting to listen to it, but just knowing that so much of it is fake, and so many people are just operatives, and it's a cover for something else that's going on. So, again, you know, if this is something you're interested in, we could talk about that. Sometime, let me know. The only way I'll know is if you speak up. Throw any comments. Please come over to X. Follow me on X. If you follow me on X, you could DM me or let me know, and I'll DM you. And you can tell me your ideas. Okay? Let's see. 这样的招宾你无比the 70s. I'll have to check that out. I remember they had the Jackal. They had the Dolphin. I think Dolphin is different in age. Dolphin, they had the Dolphin. I'm not sure if I've ever seen it. I'll check that out. Oh, a lot of interesting things I did hear is like, it's the more and more you learn about the Bush family, George Walker Bush, and then his son George Jr. there, becoming American president. It's scummier. That whole family goes back to family of traitors trying to overthrow the country back in during the Roosevelt administration. And then finding out that it was like George Sr. Got involved early, even before he was CIA director. Being the one who was running drugs getting drugs into the troops in Vietnam. It's like, holy crap. You know, and then there was Mina, Arkansas, and all that crap from the Iran-Contra. Bush is probably behind that. That was why they forced Bush upon Reagan as his vice president. So it's all. And this is what we're finding out about the United States. Your government, the UK, just as corrupt, just as run by filth, that perverted your country, that continues to pervert your country. But this is me doing a diatribe. My political diatribes any better if it's from a cheap anime puppet film. No. We take some names. I'm fixing names. Why the more than okay. Okay. Let's see. We gone for almost an hour. It's just me dabbling. Every single one of you, are you a masochist or something? 1 hour of double babbling? Wow. Well, I want to thank you all. Thank you very much. Again, another day. It's lovely that the people are willing to come and chat with me and listen to my Dabble Street. Big LED good need Dabble Street. So Thank you very much. You're in the UK. How are you in the UK? Love you so much. A wonderful evening. And in the US, maybe I'll do a stream later. Let me know if you're even interested. But good night. Good night, UK. And in the US, have a wonderful time.